2K TV.
The 2K Sports pregame show, sponsored by Sprite.
Hello again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson, and by my side is Shaquille O'Neal. Welcome to 2K Sports, the NBA season wrapping up, and you can just feel the anticipation for the playoffs. And the pregame warm-ups are wrapping up out in Houston, where it'll be the Rockets going up against the Golden State Warriors. And for Golden State, they're currently holding on to the best record in the league. Not the conference, the league. They've been head and shoulders above the competition this season. Shaq, the way the Rockets attack the basket, drawing fouls, getting to the line, what you going to do to try to keep them off the line? How do you defend them?
Well, it's two simple things. First thing, you can't bite on the pump fakes. And the second thing, it's okay to contest the shots, but know that they are looking for the contact, so you have to avoid contact.
That's going to do it for now. Tip-off fast approaching as we get it out to Kevin Harlan.
The Rockets play before the hometown crowd here in downtown Houston, Texas. This is the first game in the Warriors road trip. Well, they are on top of their game right now, and guys on top of the league, the best record in both conferences.
You know, looking at the Warriors, they've been the story of the regular season in my mind, smashing expectations and really taking the league by storm.
Yeah, they've been impressive, no doubt about it. Among the league's best as we approach the postseason.
Now Golden State's starting five. Thompson and Barnes, the 2 and 3. Down low, it's Green and Bogut. And it's Curry in at the point guard. Harden's shot is off.
Well, as you know, there are polls for just about everything in sports. Last year, Steph Curry was actually voted as the most trustworthy player in the league.
A nice shot by Howard.
And they get on the board first.
Looking to set the tone early.
On offense, here are the Warriors. Tough loss coming against Cleveland in their last game played.
Yeah, it seemed to me their three-point shooting was their own worst enemy in that game, Clark. I mean, even their wide-open looks weren't falling.
Yeah, and I'm sure when they think back on that game, Steve, their main regret is going to be that they didn't get away from the three-point shot early on. They kept going to it.
Curry. 2 on the clock. Here's Bogut. And the shot is good.
Did you see the defense get caught standing around that time, giving up an easy second-chance bucket?
Simply need more of an effort on the boards there, Steve.
Now, here is Harden. 14 points from him the last game against the Warriors in Oakland.
And with 3 steals, he also showed some grit and toughness at the defensive end.
Now Curry. James Harden missing on the 3. Outside, Green. Fader on the way. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. First 1:30 gone here in the first quarter. Now here's Beverly. Defense right on him. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. The Warriors have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Curry with a wide open look. And the officials call a traveling violation.
Well, out of the break, guys, he's managed to turn it over twice now, and that doesn't bode well for the rest of the quarter if he doesn't shake out of it and tighten things up.
And that one's good.
Offensively, he can be the engine that drives them at any given time.
And it's Golden State's ball. It's a 3-point game. Their last encounter was in Oakland.
Well, they rolled him in that game, and it was mostly due to the big rebounding advantage they had.
Bogut dishes to Green. Back to Bogut. And the layup's good off the glass. Bogut's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Whether by design or accident, that was a very high-quality shot they created.
Steve just mentioned their rebounding edge in that last game, Clark, and it really was a big one.
Kevin, I mean, they were in complete control of the boards, and there's no question that was the overriding factor in the game.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. And he gets the bucket.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Now Curry. He's coming off a 19-point game against Cleveland.
And he did some nice work on the boards too, Kevin. That was definitely a factor in that game as well. Harrison Barnes, the 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. He's got prototypical size and athleticism for that small forward position. Still developing his overall game, but he's got enormous potential.
And it's the Warriors with the ball. The Rockets making the shot. Curry passes it to Barnes. He dishes it to Bogut. Some nice passing by Golden State here. And the officials call it traveling violation. And let's take a second to view a list of shooting guards who have been very dependable offensively this season. These two guards are the most accurate in the league. Take a look at Thompson, 4th in the league and as consistent as they come.
Well, in tight or outside, these are all very reliable, very consistent shooters. You know, it's a safe option to put the ball in their hands and let them create something for themselves.
I'd say it's beyond a safe option. It's a great option. The ISO play was made for these guys. All they need is just a little room to operate, and you can count it up. Buckets.
Buckets. I like that.
Now Bogut. Trevor Ariza missing from long range. No good from Bogut. And Barnes, the top overall recruit in the nation coming out of high school in 2010.
Yeah, and really high expectations for him from a relatively young age. There's been some disappointment in his development, but with his work ethic, I think it's short-lived.
Houston shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
This season has not been kind to them at the free throw line. Guys, they're only making about 71%.
And guys, you know what? That's made things hard for them in a lot of their games. I mean, that inability to convert their chances at the free throw line.
And the Rockets making a change here. Jones is checked in. And the Warriors also making a change. Spates checked in for Andrew Bogut.
Not a typical trip to the line for him there. He had been knocking them down today.
Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Montezumas comes in for Smith. And it's Terry in for Patrick Beverly. Sean Livingston, he's checked in for Golden State. Well, the Rockets, wouldn't you say, are really to be commended, Clark, for rebuilding this team without tearing it down to the studs or tanking, if you will.
Yeah, absolutely, Kevin. I mean, they've improved dramatically with Harden and Howard. But this is a team that's held a winning record in the West now for 8 straight seasons. That's pretty impressive.
It is. Brewer is checked in for Houston. Then for the Warriors, Festus Ezeli, he's checked in for Draymond Green. Iguodala comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Barbosa in for Thompson. Rockets leading by 6. Terry kicks to Montezumas. Pass to Ariza. Launches a 3. They get the rebound. The Warriors have gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Here's Iguodala. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
Really aggressive play, taking it to the rim against the big man.
Tell you what, I love that fearless attitude.
Pablo Prigioni, he's checked in for Trevor Ariza.
And the Rockets showed great patience and planning over time, freeing up cap space, acquiring young assets. That enabled them to trade for James Harden and, of course, attract Dwight Howard in free agency, too.
Warriors trail by 4. Here's Livingston. The shot's good on the assist by Iguodala. Livingston's got his first points of the night.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
And this Rockets team, for all of its success, is still young, still developing that chemistry, but make no mistake, they've elevated themselves from playoff contender to potential title contender. I think exciting times are certainly in store in Houston.
Brewer pushes to Jones, kicks it out to Terry. No good with the triple.
And that's a shot you can't pass up. He should knock that down.
Here's Spates. Whistle blows. That's going to be a travel. .29 seconds left in the first. On the wing, Brewer. Out left to the wing. From deep three-point range. Montezumas, no luck.
Defensive foul.
The Warriors shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
That's his first personal foul. Third team foul. At the line.
He misses the free throw. And he can't make the second free throw either. Missing both.
Really good performance so far on the boards for this club.
Boy, I like the way they've done a great job carving out space under the basket when the shots have gone up. He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
Here's Livingston. Out of bounds. Houston takes possession. The wide open look here for Jared. And he hits the buzzer beater.
Boy, ends the quarter with a dead-eye three as the buzzer sounds.
They had that set up, I think, Steve, and he timed it perfectly.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Now, they didn't waste any time getting into a groove out there. They're dialed in from long range.
They've gotten their fair share of points off turnovers so far tonight, too.
Beverly and Harden man the backcourt. Smith is out there with Montejunas, and it's Howard in at the center, locking down the middle. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Let's go to our sideline reporter, Doris Burke. Doris, what do you have?
Well, interestingly, guys, Stephen Curry got angry last season when the GMs of the league ranked him the third best shooting guard in the NBA. He said, "I've heard people ever since